Hello everyone. Good evening. Hey, good evening.
Hello.
पाँच मिनट तो वेट कर।
Hi everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
We are still waiting for the session to start, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Hello, am I audible, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks for the confirmation, guys. So I'll quickly share my screen. Please let me know once my screen is actually visible.
Yes, it's visible.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, once again, welcome everyone. Welcome to Isha Training Solutions. Myself, Saravanan Srinivasan. So I'm going to take you through this entire learning journey of Dynatrace observability tool or Dynatrace APM tool. So before going into the actual discussion, probably I'll introduce myself. I have 17 plus years of experience in this field, giving training for Dynatrace, AppDynamics, Neuralink, Datadog, LoadRunner, Jmeter, Neoload, Performance Center, Gatling, performance engineering, all these trainings I'm taking regularly. So for now, our objective or our learning is we are going to do Dynatrace learning. So before even going into the actual discussion, I wanted to at least get the feel that how many of you are, I mean, already working in Dynatrace, or what roles and responsibility basically. I don't want to even have detailed things and all. You can even say like your skill set and then your number of years of experience. Just to drop a message in chat, at least I'll get to know that what mixture of people that we are having it in our forum today. Okay.
Yes.
Just to get the feel that okay, we have freshers, we have manual testers, we have performance testers, like that. So small informations like what is your current skill set and then how many years of experience that you're having.
Alphabetically, I mean, you can start. My suggestion here.
Yeah. So in the meantime, I mean, let them put the message. Like I'll quickly start the actual discussion. Today, what we are going to do, we are going to discuss about the course content that we are going to learn as part of this course journey. So please interact. I mean, you wanted to ask any question, please feel free to ask a question. Stop me at any point of time, ask your question, get the clarity, and then we'll move on. Okay, there is nothing like time bound things, or there is nothing like we have to complete like that. So I expect you guys, please stop me at any point of time. Any specific requirement or anything that you wanted to specifically discuss, please ask your question. We will discuss on that. So the course content is basically designed in a way that it has to bring the thought process, or it has to bring the idea of how we can use Dynatrace tool for our monitoring activity or observability activity. I hope in this group already people know about observability, but in the later point of time also I'm going to explain that. Okay, so I'll go through the course content and then we'll discuss whatever the questions that we are getting. Okay, so first topic is actually what are APM tools, because right now that understanding itself is actually missing. Many they do not know what is APM, application performance monitoring, or application performance management tool means what. That specific understanding itself is actually missing. So we'll set the expectations or understanding in the initial stage, and then we'll slowly go into the core concepts. Even why APM tools are required to be learned by developers, performance testers, performance engineers, that is also important, because everybody's mindset, in general terms, I'm saying, everybody's mindset is this tool is specifically for performance testers. This is not the tool for others, like that. Everybody is actually thinking. but it is not like that. Anybody can use it, provided what activity that you are performing is actually matters. Okay, be it you are a developer, SRE person, DevOps person, observability engineer, performance tester, anybody, provided what activity that you are doing it is actually matters, because Dynatrace provides a lot of information in what way or what is your expectation out of Dynatrace. That is what the important aspect. So that is also something we are going to discuss in the initial discussion. And then straight away jumping into the actual content, Dynatrace introduction. So we wanted to set the expectations of Dynatrace means what? What is that it is going to give you? Okay, Dynatrace monitoring or Dynatrace management tool, or now everybody started calling observability platform. Okay, so in that way we are going to discuss about introduction part of it. Okay. And then simple basic understanding, because this is not that critical topic, but what I understood from recent interview sessions and all, I mean, when the learners, they are attending the interview and they are coming and asking or discussing related to that interview, right? What I basically understood is they are trying to at least understand that you are having awareness or details about other APM tools in the market. Okay, yes, Dynatrace is there. What else are available in the market? Because sometimes people are checking your learning roadmap, or you are showing any interest to learn something new, right? So that may be the reason they are bringing this question. So we'll discuss about that also. And then main architecture discussion. Okay, solution architecture discussion. What are all the components that are there in Dynatrace? And we will discuss about individual things. In that, there are two deployment models that are there. One is SaaS model, software as a service model. Another one is managed model. Okay, SaaS model and managed model. So SaaS model is nothing but the instance is actually available in the cloud, right? So managed model is something on your premises within your firewall. We are going to set the instance that is actually managed tool. See, everybody started using SaaS version only, but I wanted to give you the differentiation at least. Okay, or what condition people are preferring to use managed version, like that we will discuss. Even our learning is majorly focused on SaaS based version of the Dynatrace, because Dynatrace provides a SaaS version of Dynatrace for free, 15 days trial version that they are giving. So we will use that for all our learning things, practical learning that we are going to do it. So I am going to explain the installation of the agent. So basically, there are two flavors. One is Windows Server Agent and then Linux Server Agent. Both the flavors we are going to cover it. Okay, so because yes, in real time also that is what they are expecting. So we will cover that in our discussion. So how to configure the agent. So I'm using the word agent in Dynatrace. How the monitoring is actually happening. Okay, monitoring is actually happening through a concept called agent based. Ajay, you have any question, Ajay?
No, nothing. Sorry, Nitik and unmute.
Okay, okay. So how APM tools, not only Dynatrace, I'm saying, every APM tool, how it is actually working. Okay, so be it like any APM tool, be it like Dynatrace, AppDynamics, New Relic, Datadog, what they are trying to do, they are using the concept of the agent based only. Example, you have your web server, app server, DB server, like that. Example I'm giving, okay. You have your servers, okay, be it like your web and app, then your DB servers, okay. So how these tools are going to work is that they are going to have a piece of software called agent. They are going to have a piece of software called agent. Okay. So agent. This agent will collect the data, whatever the monitoring data, irrespective. I mean, it is going to be like your web server, app server, DB server, like that, right? So this monitored data, it will send it to the tool. This monitored data, it will send it to the tool. In our case, it is Dynatrace, but in general, this is how it is actually working. In general, every APM tool is actually working in this concept only. Okay, agent will be there. That agent will collect the data, and that collected data, it will send it to the tool. In tool, we are going to do our monitoring activities. Okay, basically that is what we are doing. Okay, so this agent based, I'm saying, right? I'm saying agent based. In Dynatrace, that agent name is actually called as one agent. The name of the agent is actually called as one agent. Okay. So what this agent will do, I mean, as I mentioned, Windows server or Linux server in which you are going to install the agent, and that agent will take the complete control of the server, and it will send the monitoring data, be it like infrastructure level data or process level, service level, like that. It is going to send the data to your tool. In tool, we are going to do the analysis. Don't worry. Right now, I'm just giving you a high-level understanding of how this tool is actually working. In real time, I will show you everything practically. I expect you guys also will do that practically in your instance, and whatever the challenges or problem that we are facing, we are going to discuss in our subsequent discussions. But the expectation is everybody should do practical learning. Okay. Whatever I'm covering, you also will do it in your instance, and then we'll learn it practically. Okay, right now I'm just setting the expectation. This is how APM tools are actually working. APM tools are working in the concept of agent based. In Dynatrace, that agent name is actually called as one agent. That one agent, what it will do, it will take the control of your server and it will monitor your host level, process level, service level, real user monitoring level, like that. Lot of concepts are there. That way we are going to monitor our data. I'll take a pause here, guys. Any question till now?
No, I'm clear.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Karthik.
Till now it is clear. Sarvanan, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Parishit.
No
Yeah.
questions now.
Yeah, Farooq, thank you. So which means we are going to deploy the agent and we will also validate the deployment status. Okay, guys, I'll even during our explanation time, I will also cover the certification related questions as well. Okay, there are sections. What are all the repeated questions that we are getting, right? So that is also something we are going to discuss. Okay, I mean, when the topic comes, I'll say like in this place, these are the questions that are coming regularly, like that. We'll discuss the certification related questions as well, and also interview related question. Okay, I myself usually takes interview for Dynatrace, right? So that time, what are all the questions that we usually ask, and what is the expected answers, right? So that is also something we will discuss in our regular discussion. Okay, so and then straight away, I told you Dynatrace features and capabilities, right? So, I mean, different features and capabilities Dynatrace is having. In that, we'll cover one by one. The first one is actually front-end monitoring. Front-end monitoring. Front-end monitoring is nothing but what? Client-side monitoring, or user experience monitoring, or end-user experience monitoring. Each tool they are using different name, but end of the day, it is same. Okay, user experience, end-user experience, or front-end monitoring, or client-side monitoring, or browser monitoring, whatever. Everybody is using different name, but end of the day, the expectation is we are going to do monitoring the static files, and then how your page loading, those things are happening, right? That is what we are going to discuss in the front-end monitoring. So Dynatrace does it in two ways. One is agent level or agentless level. There are two ways. In the recent version, they removed this. Okay, no, this is available. Sorry, there is one content that they removed it. Actually, earlier we usually had one another option to do the front end monitoring that they removed. Right now we are having two ways only. One is agent based, another one is agentless based. Okay, agent based means what? I told you, right? You are going to install your one agent. Where you are going to install the one agent? Your static component where it is actually available. Your JavaScript, CSS, PNG, JPEG, your HTML where it is actually available. That place you are going to install the one agent. One agent will do the front end traffic monitoring. Okay, that is what the agent level monitoring. Agent level monitoring is nothing but where the static files are there. In that location, we are going to install the one agent. That we are going to do the front end monitoring. Okay, that we are going to learn it in our practical example. Also, I'm going to show you how the agent based monitoring is actually working. Next one is agentless monitoring. Okay, this is actually a certification question and also interview question. Agentless monitoring. What is this agentless monitoring? There are instances. Your infrastructure team, they will not allow you to install the one agent in the server. There are instances, your infrastructure team, they will not allow you to install the one agent in the server. Maybe for any reason. They are saying like overhead is high because of installing the software, the overhead is high, or some security reason, something. If they are not allowing you to install the one agent in the server, that time we are using one another concept called agentless real user monitoring. Agentless real user monitoring. What is that agentless real user monitoring? We are going to configure this agent, or we are going to instrument this agent in the HTMLs. Okay, we are going to instrument. Okay, I'm not using the word install. I'm using the word instrument because what Dynatrace they are doing? Dynatrace they are giving a JavaScript. Dynatrace they are, don't worry, whatever I'm talking, it is only for people. I mean, I know people joined today for evaluating us, our content and everything, right? So just to give the glimpse of what is that we are going to cover it, right? So that is the reason I'm explaining this. But actual content, actual discussions, all will happen in the individual sessions only. Right now, I'm just giving you a high-level heads up. This is what we are covering it. Okay. So Dynatrace will give the JavaScript. That JavaScript we are going to instrument it in the HTML files. Our application HTML files. Then Dynatrace will do the monitoring. That concept is actually called as agentless real user monitoring. Agentless real user monitoring. Okay, agentless real user monitoring. That is also we are going to cover practically. I'm going to show you how to instrument the JavaScript in the application and how the monitoring is actually happening like that. Okay, that is also we are going to cover it. And then there is one another. This is actually a feature. In the recent times, this feature they are using it for different reason. What Dynatrace they are doing, Dynatrace they are exposing their functionality in the format of REST API. I'll repeat again. Dynatrace they are exporting their functionality in the format of REST APIs. Collection. Okay, there is a collection. Swagger UI is there. So that collection, inside that there are APIs that are there, right? Those APIs are going to perform certain activity in Dynatrace. Okay, environmental API, configuration API. See, they are having a set of APIs. That APIs will perform certain functionality. Don't worry, I'm going to show you one API execution that will create application in Dynatrace. Instead of manually going and logging into the application and then creating the applications and all, right? No. Here what we are doing, we are going to use the API. We will execute the API. That API will create application. So when you are logging manually, you will find API, you will find application created due to the API execution. So that also I'm going to show you because these APIs are recently becoming little familiar because Dynatrace exposing their functionality in the format of API and a lot of functionalities that they exposed already. So which means that is also something we are going to discuss. That is one feature available in Dynatrace. And then session replay. What is the session replay? See, we are doing real user monitoring, which means when the end user is actually performing something in the application, what activity performed I wanted to understand. Okay, maybe I'm entering my username, password, and then I'm clicking on sign in, and then going inside the page, I'm doing some search, I'm clicking on something, and then I'm doing logout. All these are activities, right? So I wanted to understand there is a problem. That problem, what activity is actually performed? What activity is actually performed? To wanted to get the view of it, Dynatrace, they are providing something called a session replay. Session replay is nothing but whatever the real user activity that you performed, that will be captured in the video format. You can click and then play back the video so that you will get an understanding. Okay, at that, I mean, I found one issue. I clicked on the session replay. I found what activity that I performed during that time. What activity that I performed during that time. That is what the session replay will help you to get it. And then session segmentation. Actually, Dynatrace, instead of managing entire activity in one session, example, Saravanan is actually performing certain activity. All activity performed by Saravanan, I don't want to capture it in single session. Instead, I will divide Saravanan session into different user session. Okay, user session. So that the analysis will be little easy, right? So that is what the user session means. In this user session topic also, there are one or two certification questions that they are asking. Don't worry, during our regular explanation of this content, I'll explain what they are asking, really what they are asking in that section. And then metrics. So I don't know, in this forum, anybody aware of observability? What is observability?
Yeah, it's based on capturing the different metrics like CPU, memory, logs, and then like over a period of time, and then based on which taking certain actions proactively. It's basically what the basic functionality of observability. This is what is my understanding.
Okay. Can I?
Please.
Okay. So my understanding, observability is the term which is refers to full stack monitoring. I mean, currently we have multiple tools available in the market which are doing like different, like some are doing infrastructure, some server monitoring, then some are network related monitoring. So observability term is like, I mean, collecting logs, traces and metrics, and it refers to the overall monitoring. I mean, it includes application monitoring also. So this is what I understand.
Okay. Anybody want to give a try for the answer? Okay. So thanks for the answer first, but I'll tell you what is observability in general. Based on the external output your system is actually giving, right? Your application is actually giving. Based on the external output, we are going to comment on the internal part of the application. Okay, in general, a very plain vanilla definition. Based on the external output, we are going to comment on the internal part of the application. That external output is what? Metrics, events, logs, trace. Metrics, events, logs, trace. In short, they call that as MELT. 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 Okay, metrics, events, logs, trace. So based on the external output, we are going to comment on the internal part of the application, how your system is working. How you will say? Based on the data that you received. What is the data? MELT, metrics, events, logs, trace, right? So that is what. So which means observability, again it comes under observability only. So metrics, events, logs, trace you are collecting and you are going to comment your application is working good or working bad. Okay. There are other situations also there. There are situations what will happen. Your application will not expose any data. I mean, this metric events, logs, trace, your application will not expose that data. That time people are using something called as open telemetry. Open telemetry is also a concept. Okay. I mean, right now our focus area is not that, but I wanted to tell you OpenTelemetry framework people are implementing, and then they are trying to extract the data. And I mean, your application is not in a position to expose data. But if your application is actually exposing data, one agent itself will do all the things. Like one agent will capture your metrics, events, logs, trace, and based on that, you are going to say my application is working good or working bad, or improvement can be done. All those things can be explained. So that is what observability means. So actually what happened, I'm talking about the traditional journey of Dynatrace. Earlier, Dynatrace tool, they call them as APM tool. Okay, APM tool, application performance monitoring or application performance management tool. But over the period, what they are calling right now they are calling, we are providing observability platform. We are providing observability platform. So observability platform, when they are saying that we are providing observability platform, what are all the things that are expected? You should provide metrics, events, logs, trace. That is the reason Dynatrace added this tab called metrics. Okay. But you can ask me a question, sir. You mean to say metrics means this metric only they recently added or what? These matrices are available in different screen, in different form and shape. They already provided it. These are already available. There is nothing like newly they introduced it. They are having all these matrices in different screen, different form and shape. They had it. But now they are giving it in a single screen, all these metrics. Okay. Because they wanted to inline with their statement, right? What is their statement? We are providing observability platform. So that is the reason they are providing metrics tab as a separate tab. If you go there, you will filter all the matrices. Don't worry, I'm going to explain those matrices and all in the session. And then service level objective. Okay. Actually, this service level objective is mostly used by SRE person, site reliability engineers. SRE person, we usually define the SLO objectives and all. Okay. Many organizations, they are not effectively using it, but during interview time, definitely they are asking what is SLO. Service level objective means what, burn rate means what, all the things they are asking. I'll explain with example during our regular session. What is this service level objective? SLO means what? SLI means what? SLA means what? Like that, we will discuss individually, at least to give a understanding that what we are committing to the customer, what metric that we are monitoring, what is the objective of setting this value, like that. We will discuss SLO, SLA, SLI, all the things during our session. And then dashboards. This is very, 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 very important, guys. Actually, many organizations, their primary job is to create dashboard also. They'll give you task, you go and create dashboard. That can be a plain dashboard, or you can write a DQL to do that. Okay, Dynatrace query language, DQL, Dynatrace query language, which is not mentioned in the course content. Guys, I did not mention that DQL in the course content, but we will do DQL writing during our session. During our session, we will discuss about DQL, how to write DQL, those things we will discuss in our regular session. Why I'm saying DQL writing is important? I don't know in this forum how many are attending for associate certification, Dynatrace associate certification. In Dynatrace associate certification, it is a combination. There will be multiple choice questions and also lab. Multiple choice questions and lab will be there. In that lab, DQL writing is a key task. They'll have important question which is actually writing the DQL. Okay, so that is also we will cover during our session. DQL is something we will specifically discuss during our session. So this dashboard creation, normally you can create it, but right now you can even use DQL to put your dashboards. Okay, create your dashboard. Sorry. So how to create it and how to import it, how to clone it, how to export it, how to share a dashboard. All the things we will discuss in detail. Okay. And then problem analysis. This is also a primary task you have to do. I don't know always people will get admin role in admin, Dynatrace admin role. There are times when you are getting support role. Okay, Dynatrace support role. So that time what will happen? Support team will get problem tickets. To solve problem tickets or understand problem tickets, you need problem analysis. Okay, because where the problem is, at least you should know where the problem is. The problem can be anywhere. The problem can be database level, the problem can be front-end level, the problem can be host level, the problem can be service level, the problem can be process level, any level. So at least this problem analysis, when you are doing thoroughly, then your life easy, because you are going to identify the problem and you are going to raise a ticket. I mean, if you are having integration with ServiceNow or any other ticketing system, that the rest of the things will be done by the remaining teams. So that is also an important activity. So there only we are discussing about something called anomaly detection means what, alerting profile means what, root cause analysis means what, visual resolution path means what, and I am going to explain two different problem statements, because during interviews, people will ask you, have you ever identified any performance bottleneck? What are all the bottleneck that you identified? How do you identify the bottleneck? Like that, they'll ask different questions. So we are going to give two example, CPU saturation problem or long garbage collection problem, so that in your interview time or anybody is asking your practical knowledge, that time you can explain to them. And then once the problem happened, we wanted to notify the problem. The notification can be of any ways. I'm going to explain two ways. One is your email notification. Another one is your Slack notification. Slack is actually a chatting tool. Okay. So through the Slack, how you will get the notifications like that, I'm going to explain. And then this is all additional features, okay, which is not regularly used. How to take memory dump in Dynatrace, how to do process crashes, and then CPU profiling means what. These are value-add topic discussion that we are doing. And then a very important feature, which is actually synthetic monitoring. Synthetic means what? Automatically, robotically, I wanted to validate my website is actually up and running or what. My system is actually having any problem or what. Like that, I wanted to validate it means I'm going to use something called synthetic monitoring. Synthetic monitoring. Example, I wanted to validate www.google.com is working every 15 minutes once. Every 15 minutes once I wanted to validate that is actually working fine. If it is not working fine, I need to raise a problem statement, right? So that is what we are going to discuss. There are two major types that are there in Dynatrace. One is browser oriented, another one is API oriented. Okay, browser monitor and HTTP monitor. So those are the things, and there is one specific thing that you can do it. Instead of selecting actually Dynatrace, they are providing a set of machines in cloud. Instead of selecting the machine from cloud, I'm going to explain how to set up a machine, which is a local machine in your firewall. There is a local machine, how to make that machine as a load generator machine. Okay. So that is also something we are going to discuss in the synthetic monitoring topic. I'll take a pause here, guys. Any question till now?
Last part, what you said that about synthetic monitoring.
See, actually what happens, Dynatrace, they provides a set of cloud machines. Okay. So from example, US one machine, UK one machine, Australia one machine, like that, they will provide it. You can select that machine as a load generator machine, which will test the URL that you configured. Example, www.google.com. Okay, example, that machine will hit the google.com every 15 minutes once, and it will say availability, how much percentage, and performance, what is your performance, like that, it will give you a report. That is what basically synthetic monitoring does. But if your application is not publicly available means what? If I'm selecting a cloud machine, that cloud machine, if it is hitting my URL is not at all available over the internet, then there is no point in selecting a machine which is there in the cloud. So in that situation, I mean, our application is a locally hosted application or intranet based application. In that situation, what will you do? You need to have one machine which is within your firewall, so that it can easily hit your locally hosted intranet application. So how to set up that local machine, which is actually called as private location synthetic monitor, that they call that as private location synthetic monitor. We will discuss that in the session. Clear, Farooq?
Yes. Okay. Thanks, sir.
Yeah, sure.
In synthetic monitoring, is it possible, like, say, if there is a journey also which there is a synthetic monitoring team who does monitors the journey in the application. For example, say HDFC Bank or Axis Bank or SBI Bank log into this URL via OTP. After login, maybe there are FD module or mutual fund modules. There are different modules. To log in each of the module and understands the performance. If it's able to log in or what is the performance. Is that possible in synthetic monitoring?
I will say yes, but with condition, because Dynatrace is actually having a plugin. Okay, synthetic monitoring plugin. That browser plugin will capture the traffic. Okay, but I will not say it works like Selenium. It works like UFT kind of automation tool. Those automation tool functionality is there, right? That is completely different. Here it is just a provision. It's just a provision to record the user interactions. Yes, if your application end-to-end flow is actually a simple, plain vanilla flow, yes, it will work. I'm not saying no. But there are situations if your application is actually having a lot of security constraints, DDoS attack, safety, this, that, like that. If your application is having, in that case, this replay itself will not work. And if your objectives keep on changing every time, obviously this automation will not work. So there are conditions I'm saying. Yes, I did it in my experience. I'm saying I stored my credentials in credential vault and then get the credentials from there and then do the flow automation and then yeah, that kind, whatever you asked, we have experience. But the problem is it it is not a universal statement yes across application, because there are applications still faces challenge. Even with the regular automation tool they face challenge. So obviously these plugins are actually just I mean it's kind of a simulator kind of a things only, right? So it'll be a little challenge, but answer to your point, yes, it's possible.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. So and then we are going to see something called management zone. Okay, Dynatrace, they are giving a concept called dividing your permissions into multiple groups. I mean, dev server separately, QA server separately, UAT server separately, prod server separately. Like that, you can divide your servers, services, process, whatever. So through that concept called management zone, you are managing your zones, you are managing your permissions. Okay, so that is what this management zone we will discuss in detail. And then process monitoring and service monitoring. Actually, on your host is nothing but your server. On top of the host, your server is your application server is running. On top of your application server, your actual code is running. So all these are actually divided into processes and services in Dynatrace. So we are discussing about processes and services in a detailed way. Actually, this service monitoring is a core feature available in Dynatrace to pinpoint your performance bottleneck or any issues that you are facing. If you're thoroughly doing services monitoring, you can almost find all the problems. Okay, in this list you will not find one word called distributed traces or pure path. Okay, both are same only. Pure path or distributed traces word is not available because that is a proprietary word for Dynatrace. Dynatrace only will use that. In this course content also, you will not find a word called one agent because that is a proprietary word. They got the um, uh, permission to use that. Okay, so one agent, distributed traces are pure path or smartscape topology. Smartscape topology word is also not available in this course content because they got the permission to use that. But we will cover it. Why I'm saying we will cover it. The SmartCape we will discuss, one agent we will discuss, PurePath or distributed traces we will discuss during our regular session. Okay, and specifically database monitoring, specifically host monitoring and network monitoring. These are layer by layer we are going to cover because the problem can be of any layer. It can be database layer, it can be host layer, it can be network layer. So we are going to discuss about all these things. And while discussing, I'll also cover the interview and certification question as well. And then technologies and process. Dynatrace, it is having all your technologies and process monitored in a single screen. We will discuss about what is that. And observability concept basics also we will discuss. And then there are times what will happen, your stakeholder or your customer, what they are saying, like when we are running a performance testing, I wanted to see the transaction level details. Your transaction means what? Your login transaction, search transaction, purchase transaction, payment transaction, like that it is there, right? That transaction level data, how you will display it in the Dynatrace screen, right? That we are going to see the integration of it, how to integrate your performance testing tool with Dynatrace. We are going to discuss about LoadRunner Jmeter integration with the Dynatrace. And then tips and tricks, real world example, and if there is any question and answer. So all these are something we are going to cover as part of this course journey. Okay, so this course, okay, this is actually a, weekday session, weekday. Monday to Friday, we are going to have the session 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. 9 p.m. IST to 10 p.m. IST, we are going to have the session. And then 15 plus hours of session, we are going to learn it. 15 plus hours of session, we are going to learn it. All these sessions, whatever we are discussing right now, right? All these sessions are actually recorded session. These recorded session, we will share it in the YouTube playlist URL. These videos, you are going to have it for lifetime access. Lifetime access will be given for you, so that you can watch this video n number of times. When if you are missing any session, no problem, you can watch the video, come back with your question. Next day we'll discuss about those questions, so that way we will manage it. So those who wanted to enroll for this course journey, please reach out to Kumar sir, 9133190573. 9133190573. Already, maybe you guys are already part of the group, but those who wanted to enroll for this course journey, please reach out to Kumar sir, 9133190573. You reach out to Kumar sir for any further information, course details, course timing, fees related, anything that you wanted to discuss, you can discuss with Kumar sir. Any question, guys, still?
I have a question, like, are you also going to cover about the architecture of Dynatrace platform?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, it is. I mentioned, right? It is there. Deployment models and architecture. Yeah.
okay, like the best practices, how many servers? If you need to have Dynatrace in place, so how many servers? So what would be the network requirements, server requirements? So that part also you'll cover, right?
Those are all case to case, but I'll give you overview. Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, you will explain to the SaaS in the remote way.
Sorry, Karthikeyan, your voice is breaking for me. Come again?
You are explaining the management is SaaS model. What you will be explaining?
Sorry, Karthikeyan, your voice is actually somewhere running for me. I don't know it is for me or for others also.
Yeah, it's not clear actually.
Yeah, Fable.
But I it's like a song.
Can you hear me now?
I'll tell you. You are asking me. I'm going to cover everything in SaaS environment. Is that correct?
No, SaaS and managed. So both you are explaining or
No.
what?
See, we are going to cover it in SaaS only. Managed,
Okay.
I'll give you an overview, because managed version of the license, Dynatrace, they stopped giving. I mean, they are not giving the free version of the managed. No. Okay. Only if you are proving that you are a potential prospect, you are a future customer, that time only they are giving that. Other than that, they are providing only SaaS trial version only. Okay.
Okay, fine. And the licensing and all you will explain, right?
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
how much
We'll
them used and all and all.
Yeah, we'll discuss that.
Okay.
Is there a huge difference between SaaS and?
No. It is just a deployment model. That's all.
Okay, rest all will be same.
Yeah. When I'm saying yes, I'll say no also. What happened? See, Dynatrace, they are thinking cloud is future. Okay. So obviously they wanted to invest a lot in SaaS. Okay. Right now, the journey is going smooth, but I feel over the period, they'll do a lot of investment in the SaaS only. That is what I understand.
Because in my organization, Dynatrace is going to be implemented. It's all on premise.
No problem. We can use same thing. No problem.
Okay.
See, I'll tell you no problem. On the other side, I'll say this on-premises installation of Dynatrace is not a problem. Your stack is actually having a lot of on-premises servers, right? That is where this port opening, these things will play a lot of role. Okay, because obviously communication should happen, right? So, see, if it is a SaaS 443, simple, right? 443, everything 443. But when it comes to on-prem local servers, individual ports has to be open. I'll explain that. Maybe I'm giving too much information. So we'll discuss during our regular session.
No worries. Thanks.
Yeah.
Saravanan, over the course of the session, so we are going to have like practical sessions as well. Like we will be installing the instance, the POC instance in our laptops, and
all we are going to do it. I mean, I expect you will do it. I will explain the steps and you will do it. And whatever the challenges that you are facing, you bring back. We will discuss how to resolve that. Okay. Why I'm saying you will do it? That is the complete learning. If I'm giving you all this, your learning is not complete. So I'll explain how to install the package, how to do that, everything. Same the data we will provide it in Google Drive. Our team will share all the artifacts and everything through the Google Drive. So in that you download and then do all the things, and whatever the challenges that you are facing, you let us know. We will resolve it. Okay.
Okay. So what could be the total duration, Saravanan?
15 plus hours. 15 plus hours.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, Omkar.
One concept is related to like multi-dimensional analysis for MD. Like
Sorry.
we are doing,
Your voice is somewhere. Come again.
one concept is there, like multi-dimensional analysis, MDA part. So we have
that I will explain during our services analysis. That we'll cover that.
And some admin tasks like one tagging related or one agent deployment, like some config part.
One agent deployment is covered. If you want, I'll explain about manual tagging, automatic tagging. It's just a straightforward thing only, no problem.
Tagging and process deployment.
But please remind me during the session also, okay? I'll cover that, yeah.
Saravanan, do we need to have Linux background for this?
No. End of the day, Farooq, agents are going to run and data is available in Dynatrace. If you are playing the role of admin, that time only you are thinking about Windows, Linux, Kubernetes, containers like that. If you are playing a role of professional using Dynatrace, those all are black box for you. Your role is actually within Dynatrace. So it's up to the role that we are playing.
So I'm looking for like admin kind of. So are we going to?
There also one agent installation. What is that level? You can explore. That's all. Anyways not explore. I'm going to cover that, but that level is enough.
Okay, basic Linux is enough.
Yeah. Somebody asked a question. What is that? I missed that question. Course recording will be accessible during the course tenure. Every day we will upload. Just after the completion of the session, not today. Sorry, it's already late. Tomorrow morning, our team will upload the file.
Saravanan, after this 15 plus hours session, will we be in a position to give the Dynatrace professional the examination?
Dynatrace Associate.
Associate,
Dynatrace,
yes.
yeah, you can. No problem.
Okay.
I'll also, I mean, post. I mean, anyways, I'm going to cover during the session also. Post the session also, I'll give you tips how to do that. Yeah.
Okay. So in case
Can
even after 15 hours plus of session, I mean, if we still have some difficulty, you'll be available, right? I mean,
All time.
yeah,
This
okay.
group is available. My number is there in the group. Anytime you can reach out to me.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my question. Thanks.
See, I completed a lot of batches in Dynatrace. Still, I'm maintaining that technical relationship for with all my learners because what I feel, I cannot go learn all the problems in the world, but you guys bringing the problem, if I'm checking that and then providing the solution, that is the best way to learn new things, right? I mean, that is
Yes.
what I feel always. It's good that you guys are bringing me new learnings. So I definitely encourage to do that. While I'm telling that, I'll also tell one thing. So there are instances what happened, the learner, he shared his screen. He asked me to write his organization exam in the screen sharing mode. So that kind of a situation also not encouraged. If
Correct.
it is something professional, yes, good. But don't expect me to write your exam. So that is something not not encouraged. So yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there for all the support. Yeah.
Saravanan, when is the official session starting actually after this
See,
time?
usually, I mean, from tomorrow I'm going to start it. Okay, no change in plan,
Okay.
but the demos are actually continuous for 3 days. That is how Isha works. Okay, 3 days the demo will be there. Okay, but tomorrow I'm going to start the day one topic. Topics will be continued, but
Okay.
I probably the day 2, day 3 would be little truncated session because we will not have a lot of things discussed in between these days. But actually, the lengthy sessions will happen in the post demo session. But content wise, tomorrow I'll start that.
Okay.
Okay.
So we can
So
also
what is the
join,
difference
right?
between demo and the post-demo session?
Demos are available for everybody. Everyone now all are available, right? Everybody can join and learn. Post demo is actually only the enrolled learners will be part of the group.
Okay, so but the session, you're saying actual session would start from tomorrow only.
Yeah. Tomorrow only. Yeah.
Okay.
So we can join right tomorrow as
You
well.
can. Definitely you can join. See, I'll tell you. There are people will get the positive feel in the day one itself. They'll go and straight away do the payments. But there are people who say, no, I wanted to see this guy second day also. See what is actually covering. Kind of. I mean, I'm telling as if I am a learner. That is what I'm sharing with you. So that way, if they are feeling, they'll come to the second day and then, yeah, it's about first 3 days. We'll open it up for the demo session, showing our capabilities and potential, and we continue the same in the rest of the sessions as well.
Okay. Sure.
So tomorrow there will be 2 sessions, right? The demo and the day 1 session.
No. Session is same. Everybody will be part of it. Enrolled learners, demo learners, everybody will be there. Session is same. We will cover it. See, even the demo learners can learn first 3 days. That is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so actual session will start after 3 days, right?
Continues. I'm not saying I'm going to start from again the day 1. No, it continues. Today demo, tomorrow day 1, and then day 2, like that only we will be going. But for the first 3 days, people will have the entry to see and assess and then do the payments. Yeah, that is what.
It will be from Monday to Friday, is it?
Yes, Monday to Friday.
And 15 session, which includes tomorrow's session also, or 15 session from Monday?
See, that is the reason I mentioned 15 plus. Okay.
15
This sometimes, if I wanted to give you more example, our learners, they'll take more sessions in problem solving or what are the challenges so that is the reason. But bare minimum maintains 15, but it will be more than that. That is what I'm saying.
Okay. And for the associate certification, after completion of the session, like
we'll have a one-on-one discussions also related to that. I mean, anyways, during the session, I'll explain that. But if you feel you wanted to one-on-one discuss with me way forward, yes, we can discuss.
No, I was asking that if, say, I want to do the certification, so after completion of our 15th session, how many, like I will be doing some self-study also before appearing for the certification.
You
How
are
many
good to
days
go.
that?
You are good to go
Okay.
for the exam. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Great. Thanks.
Sarwan, apart from this Dynatrace, you're taking sessions for other tools also, like AppDynamics and.
Yeah. See, I think maybe you missed the first 2 minutes. Maybe I introduced myself like that. So Dynatrace, AppDynamics, New Relic, Datadog, 4 APM tools, performance engineering, and then LoadRunner, Jmeter, Nearload. So performance testing tools, monitoring tool, all training I'm taking. Yeah.
Okay. SIM tool also, or only performance monitoring?
What tool?
SIM, I mean security related tool.
No. Security is one another, sir. He is taking that. I'm taking these sessions. So actually, we take it by rotation. Obvious, right? Everybody should get all things. So whatever I'm covering, I mentioned that. Yeah.
Okay. Great. Thanks.
Yeah, sure, guys. So I think we got pretty much the understanding of what we are going to learn. I'm expecting you guys will be part of this batch. I will continue the same in tomorrow's session and rest of the days as well. Thanks for joining and have a nice day.
Okay.
Thanks for giving me this
Thank you.
opportunity. Thanks all. Bye-bye.
Thank
Thank you
you,
so much.
Savan.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.